Hey, cheers everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. First come first, huh? So here we are back another with an exciting video talking about LinkedIn branding today, huh? So I believe in today's world, one thing is for sure that networking networking isn't how many people you know. It's all about how many people knows you. And one of the thing that has like I guess created a lot of buzz while we are in the lockdown and we all are staying at our home. LinkedIn for professional people has created a lot of opportunities, or I should say, to grow your network and to learn from each other. Networking is something that I have always believed, and today, whatever I am is only because of the way I have interacted with a lot of people. And trust me, LinkedIn has helped me a lot. And when it comes to LinkedIn, I have seen a lot of people like doing a lot of mistakes. Even it's good to commit some mistakes, and though the same way I have also learned. So I thought of bringing one session that everybody should build their good LinkedIn profile that can stand apart from the crowd and whatnot. I thought that I might not be the expert to talk on this topic, so I reached out to one who is happens to be a LinkedIn branding expert. So as you can see all from the thumbnail, today we have Pragati Gupta. She is a professional content creator and copywriter, and who helps the business to transform the ideas into the powerful words and convert readers into the customers. She has more than 79,000 followers on LinkedIn. She's an MBA graduate specialist in marketing, combining the creative writing ability and the advertisement skills. I'm personally impressed with her work, that how she depicts, how she creates the writing, and trust me, that's the reason that she has more than 79,000 plus followers on LinkedIn. So without further ado, let's take some tips and tricks from her, that how we can also build our professional network and grow to best we can. So hey Pragati, cheers, good evening. Hey.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for accepting our request on the behalf of entire team. Cheers with Gaurav. So Pragati, first of all, how you are doing? Hope you are doing safe, and everybody in your family is also good and safe.
All good, all good. The situation is kind of scary these days. What about you? How's the situation at your place?
All good, all good. Staying indoors and just keeping our network tips open and run. So, very first, I personally want to know, when it comes to LinkedIn, I believe nobody have thought of in few years back that LinkedIn would be a so big hit. And I am personally a believer who sees that active participation on LinkedIn is the best way to say, look at me, without even saying, look at me. Your comments, your posts, your shares, every single thing depicts what you think of. Do you agree to the same?
Absolutely.
So
So
tell
it
us
has got a great
just,
potential.
yeah, please.
No, you continue.
So what I was asking, tell us something about your journey from zero followers to more than 79K plus.
Okay, so the journey has been quite amazing. I would say it's been a roller coaster ride. There were a lot of ups and downs. So I started posting consistently on LinkedIn a year back. So I guess June 2020. So from then I have started being consistent. I was posting back then, but I was not so consistent because there's a common perception, there's a myth that LinkedIn is basically a job portal. So even I was under that under that dilemma ki if I can use LinkedIn or not, or what kind of potential this platform has. But eventually when I started posting on LinkedIn and got to started building the network over there, I got to connect with a few fellow content creators, content writers, a few graphic designers and all. So then I got to know about the potential that platform has, because LinkedIn is, I would say, it's the best platform if you're running a B2B business, not just a B2B business, for anyone, like let's say a freelancer, if you are an individual who wants to build your personal brand, or let's say if you are a business like a service based, product based, whatever, or if you want to promote yourself or your business or build your brand over there. So basically it has got approximately 700 million plus people, and I would say the professionals, So approximately more than I guess 150 million or 200 million people are active on a daily basis. So I guess approximately 1 or 2% are there who are like posting on a daily basis. So at this point, like as Gary mentioned, LinkedIn is Facebook 2012. So if you start posting there, if you start building your brand over here, so it has got a lot of potential. You can grow over here.
You rightly mentioned this point that even when I, for the first time, got see the potential of LinkedIn, because I was interacting to a lot of professionals and I was keen to see their work actually, not just seeing the certificates that students are posting for their accomplishment or whatever,
Even when
but
I
actually
started
to
on
know.
LinkedIn, I saw these like certificates and all. So I was like totally under this conception that okay, it's a job portal. If you want to get an internship or if you want to apply for a job, so that's what
Yes.
LinkedIn is for. But I was completely wrong about that.
No, exactly the same. I was also wondering on the same line that LinkedIn is just to find that interest job, nothing else. But later, when I started sharing my information to adapt this open source culture, I understood that, hey, this is a very big platform that we all should leverage. So, one thing which I want to ask you, being a LinkedIn branding expert, what is that one mistake, or I should say, the common mistake that every individual do, or like I should say they commit intentionally or unintentionally, as per your observation on LinkedIn?
Obviously, I won't call myself as an expert because I'm still discovering, because I don't know each and everything. Not I don't know the nitty gritty still. I'm still discovering because the algorithm is kind of, it keeps on changing every day. So you cannot say ki, what will happen the next day. So
Mhm.
it is like the most common mistake is, I believe, like people are just consuming content. If you want to create like just consumption won't help. You need to create, you need to put out some content. You need to, if you are like if you want to build your personal brand or if you want to promote yourself or something, so you need to talk to people. You need to build your network over there. So in order to do so, you need to share your perspective on a particular topic. So that's what I feel like most of the people are not doing. So they are not putting up the content, or let's say interacting with people. They are just like going on log, they just log into their profile, scroll, and log out. That's it. So that won't help. If you are like if you are focusing on building your personal brand, start commenting on people's posts. If you're not exactly creating content is absolutely, taking that first step is kind of very difficult for me also. Like when I posted this first piece of content on LinkedIn, so that was, I was so skeptical ki whether it will go well or not, or how will it perform, or how will people react to it. So it is, I believe it is kind of difficult, but you can start commenting on other people posts, so they will like, their network will get to see your comments. So eventually you will start building this, uh, I would say, this network and all. So
Right.
that's the first.
You was slow and
Okay.
steady. It's not going to be an overnight success for sure. Do you
Yes.
remember your first biggest reply or like comment or any like feedback sort of a thing that you received from someone?
Criticism or negative or
Anyway,
positive?
मतलब कुछ भी जो comment हो या criticism, both are welcome.
Criticism, of course, because you cannot be good for everyone. So if like 10 people like your content, so there will be of course two who won't like your content. So it is like it comes with that. So
Mhm.
keep, I believe, like keep the criticisms professionally. Don't take it on a personal level. It is just they don't agree with you on this point. It is nothing to take it on a personal level. So yes, like there was this one post that went viral when I started posting. It was, I guess, fifth or sixth post. So it got approximately 22K views, and I was like, I was jumping because that was my first post that went viral. So I was not sure like what it is, like why it went. So then I did this Pareto analysis, which is like 80/20 analysis. So studying your target audience, understanding what kind of content they like, and then creating content according to that. So eventually
Right.
it was like, it is still learning is a never ending process. So still it is like how your target audience reacts to a particular piece of content. You need to take that things into consideration and then create the next piece if you want it to be like a viral or something, because there is nothing like 5 steps to make your post go viral, nothing like that. So it is completely hit and trial basis.
Right, right. So at Teams Cheers with Gaurav, I have always believed that whatever you love the first means analyze your skill sets and start putting it on, and then try to
Yes,
solve the problems of others from your skill sets. Right, and that's
yes,
the reason I thought of like bringing few fellow mates or the connections from LinkedIn to ask their actual like problems, or so that you can try to solve them up and something like that. So before I like jump onto a real world analysis, like we'll open up my profile and others profile as well, so that you can present your thoughts on the same. Before we jump onto that, I have one question which I always used to think, that I see many people, like take an example, if I put down a post and to get the views more, I in general tag many of the peoples like who have a very good following. Like take an example, if I'm like bringing you, I know that you have more than 79K. So just to get that like attention to my post, I keep on tagging you. So is that really works on LinkedIn, or what is your take on that?
I believe if a particular piece of content is kind of relevant to their field, and if you are just tagging two or three people, so maybe they will pay attention. But if you are like tagging 50 or 60 people, I don't think they'll be commenting or liking your post, because that will go unnoticed. Because
Yes.
every minute, like there's one notification coming up, so I don't think that's actually relevant, and it also makes your post look spammy. So I don't suggest anyone to do so.
So I guess all the viewers, if you guys are doing such things, please stop it. Okay. So let me tell you, I haven't updated my profile since like last 2 to 3 months. I'm just regularly posting some of the contents. So let me open up my LinkedIn profile and let us know your thoughts, that is there anything that I can change, or these are the things that to be avoided, or something sort of that. Okay, so let me bring on my profile first. So this seems to be my LinkedIn profile, where I
Yes, I
keep
went
on,
through your profile.
huh?
I went through your profile once.
Oh my God. Then I'm, hey guys, all the viewers, please, thank you so much for supporting and love. Okay. So now this is what I have. So if you want, I can just enlarge a bit more so that it is visible to all our viewers. So now
Mhm.
please let us know that is there anything, this is my profile section. So is this looking good, or do I need to change something, or what are your thoughts on this?
Of course, it's good because two three things that matters the most is firstly the visuals. Like whosoever lands to your profile, they pay attention. Firstly, the visuals like your profile picture and banner is the first thing that grasps their attention. So that's the most important thing. Secondly, your headline plays a very important role, and then comes the about section and the rest of the things like your content and everything. So of course you have a good profile picture and a banner, but I believe like there are two three things for, like if I can mention,
Yeah,
if
please,
it if
please, because
okay.
that way
So
we are
yeah,
going
there
to
are
learn. Yes.
okay. So there are two three things for profile picture. Let's say you need to keep a headshot in your profile picture on LinkedIn, and make sure that the background is maybe neutral, or let's say plain, that background is not messed up a bit, so that
Mhm.
all the focus is on your face. That's it. And secondly, your banner should basically show like your professional expertise. Let's say if I'm a writer, means I also don't have a banner till now, like I haven't updated it yet. So your banner should actually represent your professional expertise. Let's say you, if you're a graphic designer or something, you can mention that what all services are you providing, or let's say you can mention something that like about your USP or something. And next, you can in the right hand corner you can mention about your mail ID, or let's say contact number if you're comfortable with it, so that people can easily contact you. So your banner should be like that. And basically the headline is basically for like how people, your headline should actually tell you what you are up to. Like if you
Mhm.
are in job or something, so what's your role over there, what's your designation over there, which company you are working in, that. If you're a freelancer or something, so if you want to optimize your profile, so you need to make sure that your headline has all the relevant keywords, so that will help in improving your search appearances. Can you please scroll down a bit?
Yeah, sure.
So these search appearances now, to improve the search appearance, when you will click on it now, please can you open that page?
On this one about,
Search appearances 756
oh,
dashboard.
this is, yeah. Oh my God.
This search
I
application
have
span.
never
Okay.
went to this file. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, so whenever someone like let's say if someone is looking for a freelancer or something, so they will just put it up like search for a freelancer. So in order to make sure that your profile ranks up on LinkedIn, just like Google search results work. So here
Right.
also to improve the search result, you need to make sure that your headline has relevant keywords. So let's say people have so did you like people where your searchers work? You can see that Red Hat, Linux, and Girl Script and all. So like when you will scroll down now, what your searchers do? Software like 10% of them are software developers and all. Next, when you will also scroll down, here it is cloud architect and solutions architect. So these are the keywords that people generally find you on LinkedIn, through which they
Okay.
find you. So here you need to like if you are a graphic designer, so basically you want to know you want to be get known about like graphic designing, graphic designer, or let's say a content writer or freelancer. So you need to make sure that these keywords are there on your head in your headline.
Understood.
Let's go back a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are how many people viewed your profile and featured section. Yeah. So featured section is kind of important. Like if you want to show some kind of achievement or let's say a certificate like we talked about in the starting. So if you want to
Hmm.
showcase a particular skill set, so you can put it up in the featured section. So whosoever will land to your profile, they
Okay.
will that's the first thing they will notice because scrolling posts like let's say if you are posting on a daily basis, so it will get difficult. Like it will get missed out or something. So if a post
Hmm.
is like very important, so you can put it up in the featured section, and
Okay.
then
Got
you
it.
can mention about your experience and all.
Right. So this is how my experience goes.
Yes, you have already mentioned it.
Yes.
Yeah, so these
My
are the basic
college,
things. Like
picking up the certifications and voluntary experience. And just one thing means I love to do the recommendations part. Does these things also plays an important role?
absolutely, these play a very important role because it helps in building your credibility or like trust. So, like, let's say if you're working as a freelancer, so
Hmm.
people will like to know like how much like how many clients have you previously worked with. So just if you will tell like yeah, I worked with 30 clients, I worked with 40 clients, so it gets difficult to like they also need some kind of proof. So these recommendations and this endorsements helps in building this trust and credibility. It makes your profile a bit more strong.
Got it. And
Also, if you
this
have a
talk.
personal website, so you can use these recommendations over there as well, testimonials and
Oh,
all.
got it. Awesome. And then I will just the interest and other things.
Mhm.
Got it. Wonderful. I guess I need to just update my few of my about section and this banner and my profile picture. And I guess my
Yes,
uh, designer team is
it's
looking into
already
it.
great.
No, no, no.
It's
Means
already great.
definitely it requires a lot of uh, like improvement. So if my designer team is here and they are listening, guys, you have some new work to do. So just the part. I need to request a lot to my team. So on that side. Okay. So I always believe, Pragati, that you can leverage your knowledge by interacting, but it's always good to give chance to others and hear their story as well. So I have invited
Yes.
few of my LinkedIn connections to interact with their problems, and similar way we'll also go through their profile so that we can see multiple variations that what are the mistakes that everybody is doing, so you can help and guiding that. So first up is first year girl. So she
Mhm.
got connected to me in LinkedIn about few days back, and I found out very interesting the way she talks and the way she is doing the work. So let me bring on Ananya. Hey Ananya, cheers. You're on the
Hello,
show.
sir. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Over to
So,
you.
hello, ma'am. Yeah,
Hello.
hello, ma'am. My first question is to you. We all know that LinkedIn is very good platform. If we want to build a good network as a college student, we all make a LinkedIn profile, but the problem that I face is how to optimize it, how to make your profile noticeable, and how to make a personal branding via LinkedIn.
Mhm. Okay, so let's say you are still in college. So that's the best time I would say to start. So optimization, we have already covered a few points, let's say, that are related to your profile picture, your banner, your about us section, your keywords, like what will be there in the headline and all. Next, these are a few things that will help in optimization. Next, what you can do is firstly edit your URL. So when you will go then in this edit section, now there's an option available to edit your URL. So that will help in increasing the Google search results so that people can easily find you. So that's the most important thing. Next, in order to build your network, of course, you need to put out content. You need to showcase your skills, like what exactly you are doing. And for that, you can basically divide content. Like what I personally do is I divide content into basically three parts. First is educational content that revolves around your professional expertise. Let's say if let's take any example. Let's say if someone is a software developer, so he is well versed with that particular field, so he can post something like strategies or tips or tricks that can help other software developers to improve in their field, right? And second is informative. This was educational content. Second is encouraging content, like whatever, any kind of content piece that helps or motivates, or let's say encourages your audience to take a particular action. So that will help in creating engagement. Next, first is educational content, second is encouraging content, third is entertaining content. So this is like let's suppose I am a content creator and I'm basically from writing field, content writing, copywriting. So if I'll just keep on posting like 5 tips to improve your writing style, 5 types of writing, like descriptive writing, gay writing, go writing, so like it will get monotonous and people will get bored at certain point of time. So in order to make sure that your audience keeps on interacting and engaging with your content, you need to post something that creates engagement. And the best thing is like you can work on creating this engaging content. Sorry, one second. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so anything like any changes in your industry trends or something, so you can divide content accordingly, and you can post in that thing. So basically, like there are a few people who recommend you to have social media calendars or so, like prepare the content for the entire month and then keep on posting that. So if you're comfortable with that, if you can create content for a month or so, so you can go for it. But I personally, I have never kept a social media calendar. It is just very instantly, like whatever comes into my mind or something, like whatever is trending or so, so I just create a piece of content and I put it up on LinkedIn. So that totally depends on you. Like you don't need to follow a social media calendar, or you don't need to like go with the set standards in this industry. So it totally depends on you. Just remember, you need to be authentic. Don't copy content from anywhere. Put your perspective on over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
So let's do one
Most
thing. Let's
welcome.
bring down Ananya's profile also, so that we can have a better view, and let's help Ananya to discover more, right?
Yeah.
So let me add on Ananya's profile. So this is how Ananya's profile looks like. So Pragati, your views?
It's good. Like same thing. Like we can work a bit on the banner part and profile picture,
Okay.
Okay.
and maybe about a section. Yeah, just one more thing I forgot to mention. Like if there are a few keywords, like you don't need to make your headline look spammy or something. So that inserting more keywords will look that way. It won't look good. So what you can do is, if there are a certain keywords that you cannot mention in the headline, so you can put it up in the about us section.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. And how about anything else that Ananya can put
Anything
on?
else? Uh, you can work on the recommendations and endorsements part.
Hmm.
Like she's just starting, I guess, so she has a lot of time to improve right now.
For sure. Means two recommend. I can assure you one recommendation from my side, Ananya, that you are going to definitely get for sure. That is up and right away for you. Don't worry on that side. So that is there. Anything else means that you found that Ananya can also add? I guess that featured section is also there, so that you can get it in
Yes,
your
featured section.
design, right?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Even this founder at the Hustlers is mentioned. So Ananya can start. You can start posting something that is relevant to like whatever you are doing. Like let's say if you are like let's say what about what your company is all about, how you are managing, what exactly you are doing, and maybe something storytelling form or something that creates more engagement. So that will help in building your network and engage with like few people that are like from your field as well, so you will get to learn a lot. Because when I go to some other content creator profiles, so there is so many things that I still don't know. So networking helps in that way. It helps like you to learn and grow every day.
Right, right.
Okay.
And I guess a big shout out to the Hustlers. I guess they are also running a YouTube channel and they are doing very, very great job. Trust me. So Pragati, do check that out. And all the viewers, I'll post down the link in the comment in few minutes. Do check out their content. The team is doing great job. And thank you so much, Ananya, for being here. I'll catch
Thank
you
you,
in a
sir. Thank you,
right
ma'am.
away.
Thank you,
Okay.
Ananya.
Thank
Okay. So the next one is Upender. So he also is a very good designer actually. So I got in recently touch with him, and like a big thanks to that, he has actually created a very good poster of mine, which I did a video just previous to this talking about what is RSCSA. He is doing a great. So I thought that he could be a right person to get guide how he can excel his LinkedIn profile. Hey Upender, any questions for Pragati? You are in the show.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir.
Hello, Pinder.
What do you?
So, first of all, thank you for giving your precious time and to support us to know more interesting things about LinkedIn platform.
Thank you so much for
So,
having me.
okay, I want to know that when I will send some request to some people to connect with me, so they will see it and just ignore it. So, what can I do that? How can I change my profile and how can I modify it so that they can connect with me and I will grow in the platform?
So one thing that you can do is while sending connection request, make sure to include a personalized note. Like, why do you want to connect with them? So that will help. Like, they will get to know like why the purpose of connecting with you. Because LinkedIn has a connection limit of 30,000. So it is not possible for people to connect with everyone. So in order to make sure, even for you, like just connect with people who are relevant to your like who are from your industry or relevant uh, in your field or something. So you can include a personalized note. So that will help in like that will increase the chances of them accepting the request.
Okay. Any
I
more
guess,
suggestion, ma'am?
I guess we can review your profile first, huh, Upender? Then we'll get to know what is hiding and what it is going on and how it is working for you.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sir.
This is the best part, right? Okay, so here is your profile. So Pragati,
Okay, it's good. Like he's clearly mentioning that he's from this coding and all. So the banner is good, and even the profile picture is great, I would say.
Upender,
Thank you.
I guess Upender, you are a designer. We also want the similar design for us.
Even if you can help me
Sure, sir,
design my
sure.
my banner, that would be great. I still don't have a banner.
Yes.
Sure, ma'am, sure. You will call me anytime. I will do anything that you want to.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so about the
yes.
section, he's clearly mentioned about like all the keywords and all. Content creator, web developer, problem solving YouTuber. That's amazing.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So having the
I guess
about
it's good.
section.
Like I don't. Yeah, we can work
Mhm.
a bit on about a section. Like you can mention a bit more about yourself, your experience, the skill sets, and everything. So the rest everything
Right.
is good. Like I really don't have anything to tell here.
He's getting endorsement, and for sure recommendation is going from my side for sure. दैट उपेंद्र जी अपना काम डन ही है, वो मैं पक्का करने वाला हूँ एटलीस्ट तुम तीनों के लिए. सो दैट्स द पार्ट आई गेस.
Sure, sir.
I guess this is also a good part, right? Means Pragati, you would agree that we are working in a society where we talk about open source, giving back to the community. And look, we have one like designer with us and this is the way we can endorse each other.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So at least if we are having good connects, we can promote Upender's work that he's doing great and
Absolutely.
whatnot.
Even
And similar
I will
way,
give a recommendation from my end because I really loved your profile picture, banner, and everything.
so
It's a
उपेंद्र
great work on
काम
the
पे लग जाओ
profile.
भाई साहब. हम दो के बैनर और प्रोफाइल पिक्चर तो आपके पास आ रहे हैं. आगे आप देखते जाओ.
Sure, Jaisal. And
Yeah,
thank you,
and
ma'am,
for
for
all
your
the
support.
viewers, if you are like watching and if you also want the similar banners and profile, do reach out to Upender. Charges हैं या free है हमें पता नहीं. मेरा और प्रगति का free में बन रहा है, वो हमें sure है. So बाकी उपेंद्र से जाने.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
done Upender. So I'll catch you in a while. Let's bring the next guest on this screen. Okay. So next up is also one of the girl from second year. So I thought of like having some more motivation coming out. I interacted with her and whatnot. Hey Arushi, what are your views on talking about LinkedIn? Cheers.
Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, how are
Hello,
you doing, ma'am? I hope everything is
I'm good.
fine.
How are you?
I am good too. So, ma'am, basically, I had a question which is quite similar as that of Ananya's, but I'd like to modify it a bit. Like we all know that the present situations, the scenario all around the world, it has become a necessity to stand out amongst a crowd of people, a crowd of professionals. And so, do you think that LinkedIn is that effective in bringing out our like professional image while we sit for placements or like things like that? And how can
Absolutely.
we?
One thing.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, please continue.
And then how can we undertake some amendments in our profile? That is the same question.
Okay. So one thing that I would like to mention is even if you're not sitting for college placement and if you're focusing on building your personal brand on LinkedIn, so I guess you can get an amazing job. That is for sure. Because once you will start putting out content, when people will know like what skill sets you have, how you can be of benefit to their company or how you can be an asset to their company. So definitely they will reach out to you like with an offer. So I don't
Yes,
think
ma'am.
any placement will is so important at that point of time if you are focusing on building your personal brand. So
And
of
ma'am,
course it. Hmm.
yes, ma'am. Sorry,
Yes,
pardon.
please
Continue.
continue.
So, ma'am, like my question was quite similar. That we have seen that there are so many social media initiatives or like platforms which are developing and coming into like public figure right now. For example, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, where people are enhancing one's personal as well as professional growth. So, how do you think that? What do you think? What is the crack? What is the key to this in LinkedIn? How like what does it make stand different from the other platforms, and like how can we enhance
Okay, so
ourselves?
firstly, the
Yeah.
basic difference between like let's say for an example, Instagram and LinkedIn. So the basic difference is like on LinkedIn, there are like professionals. On Instagram, it is
Yes,
like
ma'am.
the target audience is kind of different. The audience is completely different. When you will be posting something on LinkedIn, so that will be that piece of content has a chance that a CEO of a company or a CEO of your dream company basically, so they get to notice it
Hmm.
and maybe they like your writing style, or let's say they like what you are putting up, like your skill sets and everything, and they are in a need of that. Like let's say you are like what exactly are you pursuing, like which degree are you pursuing?
Ma'am, I am pursuing BTech in computer science.
Okay, in computer science. So let's say there's a requirement for this engineer in like and for an engineer in their company, okay? So they will get to know like you have like what skill sets are you having, like through the basically that is through the content piece, right? Like how you are showcasing yourself, how you are building your personal brand. So they will get to know about
Hmm.
you and they will directly approach you. Now in college placement, it is like कि बहुत ही basic सा example लेते हैं, like in college placement you need to tell them why should they hire you.
Why
Here
should they?
if someone is
Exactly.
basically there are two types of leads, right? First is inbound lead, second is outbound lead. When you are going to the recruiter, like here's my resume and here's why you should hire me or something, right? So there you need to put in 200% of efforts, right? But in case
Hmm.
someone is approaching to you, so they have already made up their mind that they want to work with you, right? So that becomes like
Hmm.
converting an inbound lead is 50% easier as compared to converting an outbound lead. So this is where personal branding comes up. So once you have established yourself, once you have built up your network, your personal brand, so people will come to you, right? I hope that
Yes,
makes
ma'am.
I hope I
Yes,
was able
ma'am.
to clear. Okay. So yeah, you need to
Absolutely.
put up, and yeah, one thing, the most basic and most important thing is the authenticity. You need to make sure that that the content piece that you're putting up not just good, but also is authentic. Like personal brand is known as personal for a reason, right? So you cannot copy someone's content and put it up because that's their perspective, right? In order to build your
True to
personal brand, you need
oneself,
to put
kind
up
of.
exactly, be yourself. That
Yeah.
be real, be yourself. So that thing
Exactly.
applies here on LinkedIn. Yeah. So
Right.
that will help in
Absolutely.
like even if you are not sitting for college placements and you are working on your personal branding, so definitely will get a job and good job.
Yes,
Because
ma'am. Sure.
that's
Thank you.
like few of my friends have done that personally. Like it is nothing like I'm telling out of like blogs or analytics or something. This is something I have
Yes, ma'am.
witnessed it. So it is solely based on that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Most
We are not
welcome.
going to go away, Arushi. We have your profile also to be get viewed, and let's hear some perspective for you as well. So,
Sure, sir.
Pragati ji, Arushi ki profile लाई जाए. So I can like see some vibe in the audience going on. They are like putting OP and all. So all the live viewers, please put down Pragati OP in the chat, guys. Pragati is helping us in viewing our profiles and whatnot. We'll also review
Exactly.
your profile. So please put down Pragati OP in the chat while we review Arushi's profile. Arushi, let me show you some great magic, huh? Just say one, two,
Yeah.
three, and your profile will be on the screen. And
I'll
snap your
have a
face.
countdown. Three,
हाँ, so,
2, 1.
ओ वाओ, देख रहे हो मैजिक, देख रहे हो आप लोग, चीयर्स विद गौरव पे हम लोग मैजिक भी कर रहे हैं. ओके.
It will have major
Gaurav,
changes, I suppose.
So yes, Pragati, how about the Arushi's profile?
yeah, the same thing. Firstly, the profile picture we need to put up a headshot and banner we need to put up. Next is like if Arushi is pursuing something, or let's say if she is like Arushi is from CS, so basically software development and IT. I don't have much knowledge about this technical field,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so yeah, whatever you want to showcase, you can put it up on your headline in your headline. Next, I've been yes, I really love this storytelling form. So you can elaborate a bit more, mention
Mhm.
about like your
Sure.
schooling, your graduation, and everything. Like what you want to be, what's your vision, mission, or and all such things.
Mm.
Recommendation is on my way. I'll do it for sure. So here's the deal, Arushi. Huh? So you have to
Yeah.
write down a good storytelling for me in about section, and I'll give you the recommendation.
Sure, sir. Sure. Done.
So I guess banner and the similar view for you as well, Arushi. So
Yeah.
let's work it out on that way. That let's see how it is gonna work. Awesome. So thank you so much, Arushi. Let's
Thank
take
you,
some of
sir.
the
Thank you,
audience
ma'am.
question and we'll bring you back.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Okay. So Pragati, as you can see, there is a whole bunch of live audience who are like shouting, giving shout outs to you. And while you were interacting to Ananya, Upendra, and Arushi, I was going through few of the questions, and few people want them to review like their profile as well. And some of them has even reached out to me saying that, hey, if it is possible, they can like do a chit chat or something similar on the LinkedIn profile. So I'll bring few of your profiles. All the viewers, please let us know if you want to like if you want Pragati to review your profile. Put down your name and your LinkedIn like name so that we can review it. Okay, so first one is I got a request from Divyanshi, Divyanshi. I guess I'm going right, or the name is quite wrong. I don't know. Okay, here it is. Yeah. So, Pragati, your views on this?
Okay, I know her. She's the sweetest girl I've ever met. Hi, Divanshi. Thank you for joining. And yes, I am a huge fan of her. Like she's from hotel industry and she has a huge interest in this brand storytelling. So
Okay,
she's kind of
wonderful.
working on her skills and all. Okay, so yeah, Divanshi, the same thing we can do. Like work on your profile picture is of course good. Banner is also good. Like if you are looking for this brand storytelling, create something that basically showcase that you are from this writing field or something, or like you can mention something hotelier turned writer or something sort of that, like basically showcasing your USP and why should people reach
Right.
out to you. So this thing, next we can work on the headline part. Let's say you want to work with brands for the storytelling, so mention this like storytelling, branding and everything in your headline. Next, about a section, can you please see click on the see more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is amazing. I have no comments for this. This is superb. She
One
is
thing.
already a storyteller.
Yes, yes. I want to ask you, and I believe this would be the also a good question for all the viewers to know, like highlighting such words, like by using some of the other way to bold it or putting down something italic. Does this thing also works? Because I feel this is much eye grabbing. Means if I click, I went to Divanshi's profile. My first was like to read out the about section, and the very first line itself says what she is
Similarly,
doing.
that line, that bold part caught my attention as well.
Yes. So, is this the right way to put it across, or a uniformity is good?
I guess this is good. Like, if you want to highlight something, so you can, of course, bold it or like put it in italics or something. So
Hmm.
that will help.
So, viewers,
Like, just to
please,
highlight a few things,
yeah, not the entire about section.
not the entire, of course.
uh,
Like we used to do
so,
in childhood, like highlighting the
वही.
whole paragraph in the books.
हाँ तो जैसे मतलब highlight कर लिया and I guess we will become the overnight success stars and all things. Okay, wonderful. A great tip, Divyanshi, from your profile. Okay, so talking about experience, I guess she has mentioned everything. So
Yes,
again, she has
skills and
got the
abilities are also
recommendations.
there.
Hmm.
So yes,
Rest all looks
of
good.
course. Mhm.
Hmm.
So it's already good, Divyanshi. You can just work a bit on your headline, like to optimize your profile. Secondly, whenever you are posting a piece of content, let's say if you are doing a posting something that is related to storytelling or something, make sure to use that particular hashtags. And before you use those hashtags, just click on the search bar, mention that hashtag, see how many people follow that particular hashtag. Only
Okay.
then just it is of use. Like if there are good number of followers on that particular hashtag, then make sure you put it up in the content piece. But yeah, the ideal is like you can use 3 to 5 hashtag in a piece of content, because more than that it don't look good.
I guess I have also received that same feedback from many, but I don't know why I keep on putting down a lot of hashtags. So
even
learning
even
from.
I use the 7 to 8 hashtags in my post.
अरे नहीं मैम मैं तो मतलब 20 30 40 50 पे निकल जाता हूँ so I'm quite
Oh my god.
bad in that. Like just one of the example is like this R post. So I put it down a whole
Hmm.
bunch of
Oh
like
my god,
things.
huh?
So now I'm wondering why that always comment comes to me. Got it. Point taken. So thank you so much.
Anyway, it helps in increasing your views and all, so more people get to know about this.
Awesome. So let's try to take few questions who have popped down in the live chat. Let me bring first one. So Divyanshi, you have already seen. So let's see. Okay, wonderful. So next question is from Vishal. So he is saying that I'm not sure what keyword I should add to my LinkedIn profile. So keywords throughout my profile to attract recruiters. So what are your thought
Okay,
on that?
so what keywords you should put is totally depends upon which field you belong to. So let's say if you are a writer, so you can mention about like content writer, copywriter, content strategist. If you are providing this consultancy, so you can mention content consultant or something. If you are from graphic designing field, so you can put it up like graphic designer or something sort of that. If you are from software or let's say IT, so you can put it up like software engineer, or I don't know much about technical, I'm so sorry. But yeah, you can use those relevant hashtags, like whatever you feel like people will use those words, those keywords actually to search you on LinkedIn, so you can use those in your headlines.
In headlines, do it is good to put down the hashtags, the relevant
Not
keywords.
hashtags, the keywords,
Yes,
that's
yes.
it, not
Yes.
hashtags. Yeah, I'm so
Mhm.
sorry if I said
No,
that.
no, no. I'm just wondering, like talking about, let's take an example. I belongs to Red Hat.
Mhm.
So Red Hat definitely has a very good hashtag followings. So I always put down the Red Hat. Now, for a student who is actually aspiring to be a Red Hatter, Can they also mention Red Hat into their headline? Does that sound good, or might create a luck to get visibility into the recruiters or to into their following followers or connections?
I'm not sure about mentioning about a company, but people do mention this aspiring writer, aspiring entrepreneur, or
Yes,
something. So you can mention
exactly.
a field, let's say, yeah. Instead of mentioning about the company, you can mention field.
Right, right, right. I was like in my head, I was thinking of this word aspiring. So I guess many of the people who are aspiring to be a Red Hatter or a Microsoft or a Facebook or whatever you are desired to be, try to put down this word, and I guess that is going to attract a lot of people also.
Yes, instead, if
Right.
you will just put it up like the name of a company, it will limit the scope. Let's say if you are putting up like Microsoft or something, so let's say other companies won't be able to see that. If you're just putting up like software engineer or network engineer or something, so other companies also gets a chance to view your profile and they land up to your profile. So in case Microsoft miss out, the other company might see your profile and they might reach out to you.
Awesome, awesome. And that also shows your vision, I should say, like what is your mission to be and how you visualize yourself in next upcoming years. I guess that helps a lot.
Absolutely.
So we have talked about a lot of banner thing, and one of our viewers, Hirsch, he happens to be one of our team member also, means Team Cheers with Gaurav members, and he creates a lot of good thumbnails for me. A big shout out to Hirsch as well. So his question is that what is the banner should contain in LinkedIn profile, like the banner designs and many other things.
You can
Just to
create a
summarize.
customize it if you want. Customize भी कर सकते हैं, and like I have went through a few profile like chef and all की, so they actually put up like some dishes or cuisines or something. So that is also like telling about your professional expertise, like you are from hotel management background, or let's say you are a chef or something, so you can put it up like anything that tells about your professional expertise, showcase your skill. So you can mention that in the banner. And in case you are designing like according like you are building a custom banner, so you can mention about your contact details, let's say your email account, your email id or contact number if you're comfortable with. So these things can help. Or else I have went through a few banner a few profiles, so they were actually they have actually put up their visiting card or something sort of that. So they have like designed it
Okay.
very creatively, like mentioned about the email ID, their designation, like let's say if he's a poet, writer, or copywriter or something. So he has mentioned about all the details, and at the bottom he has mentioned his mail ID, like how people can reach out to him. So
So
that
Harsh
makes like
Upender,
the work of people who's reaching out.
I guess Harsh Upender, अब सबके पास बैनर की रिक्वेस्ट आने वाली है. So guys, don't blame me or Pragati. Please create some creative banners for us. Awesome. So next question is from Anant, and he is asking, how do we ask for referrals from the people over LinkedIn and make sure they respond?
Okay, referrals are basically referrals. If you are just like talking about the recommendation, so they are you can ask like if I'm a freelancer. So what happens is like if I'm working on a short term project, so after I complete the project, that particular project, I send a recommendation request to that particular client, like asking him like how was the experience and everything. So it can be maybe if you are in job or something, so you can take a recommendation from your colleague or let's say your TL or something or manager, whosoever is the concerned person. So you can ask them to send you a recommendation or write a recommendation for you. Even these days, this video recommendation are doing great. Like if you have a personal website, to make sure you have that. Like ask someone to record a 20 or 25 seconds video for you. Like so testimonial that works great.
Awesome. Nice point. Actually, I was looking similar thing, but I don't know how to request. So I'll start working on that part. Okay, wonderful. Few more people have requested their profiles. So let's me check if there are any question. Guys, please put down your full name. I cannot identify like future geek, what to view. So Divyanshi is also still there. She's saying thank you so much.
Most
We have
welcome,
one
Divyanshi.
question coming from Sanjeevani. I have a job background from an associate to an administrator portal in a school. I don't know what uh, she's trying to ask, but no worries.
Uh, I don't know
We,
about Gen Z is so advanced.
हाँ, मतलब आजकल बच्चे बहुत
we were
ज़्यादा.
never offered a job in school, kind.
So
So
we have got the complete question actually. So I have a job
okay,
background in the variety of sector. There is a huge history behind. I always love to write, and after research, find content writing is for me. But how all these details affect in about me? I guess this is a very good question to be like asked for to yourself as well. क्या डालें?
okay. So I guess can you please explain? मतलब I'm still not clear what
Okay,
she
तो
is
मैं
trying to
मैं
ask.
बड़ा very simplify कर देता हूँ. So
Hmm.
Sanjeevani has she has a lot of like variety of jobs she has done during her school level, or I should say in the college or XYZ way, right? But she eventually find out her like passion in content writing.
Okay.
Now she wants to depict the everything what she has done professionally and passionately into the about me. So, do you
Okay.
recommend to put down both the things or how they should put down?
I believe you should only put up something that is kind of like you are aspiring to be. So let's say if you want to enter into the field of this content writing or copywriting, so make sure to mention about those experiences or those certifications, or let's say what you mentioned about the job background and all. So make sure to mention about those, the ones that are kind of relevant. Because even when I started as a freelancer writer, so I had this. I was actually working in a company, so I never mention about that 9 to 5 job mostly until and unless a person or a client asks me like if I ever done a 9 to 5 job or something. So I guess that's not relevant. Maybe like let's say if two fields are kind of interrelated, let's take an example of digital marketing. So if I'm a content writer, so I can maybe work as a, like if I want, but I don't want like it's like if I want to be a graphic designer as well. So graphic designing and content writing, like writing and designing goes hand in hand, and same is the case with digital marketing. So that that piece of content needs to be promoted. So if it is something like those two fields are kind of interrelated, so you can mention about that. Just make sure that those job backgrounds that you are mentioning adds value to the field that you are trying to enter into.
Absolutely. I guess that makes sense always. And I guess one other thing, Pragati, you would agree that if you ask me, nowadays kids are getting smarter day by day. Matlab, at least
Exactly.
to, if I interact with people, I am founding like people with 13 or 14 years of age. They are doing great. Like I have never ever thought of कि मैं 14-15 साल की उम्र में क्या कर रहा हूँ. Okay, so
Absolutely.
one of
Like this Gen Z
such a
is blessed
fellow,
with so much of resources.
डेफिनेटली. एंड आई गेस कोविड किसी और के लिए इम्पैक्ट किया है नहीं किया, जिन्होंने अपॉर्चुनिटी उठाई है दे आर ग्रोइंग वेरी
Mhm.
वेरी ग्रेट. And one of the fellow
Ab-
I found out few days back is this guy. He's just 15 years old actually, and he's
Oh
doing open
wow.
source contribution and all. His name is Mr.
Hmm.
Dev. So he has just requested to review his profile. So any
Hmm.
comment?
Yeah. So, what exactly is the background and everything? Can you please?
So he is
Okay,
15
you're
years
from
old.
Bhopal. Even I'm from Bhopal.
Yes.
Hi, Dev.
Common connections. Awesome. So he's just 15 years old, and he's doing open source contribution from last 2 years. He's right now working as a training at Boss Asia, and he's about to join the college. So मतलब मैं इसको बोलता हूँ बड़े मियाँ तो बड़े मियाँ छोटे मियाँ सुभान अल्लाह. So he's that छोटे मियाँ for me, and I feel very blessed to have him in my connection. So he has done,
Okay.
I guess, many remarkable contributions to open source world, and he's a like coding guy and like that way.
Okay. So you can post about everything that you are doing, Dev. Like, don't let it go in like waste मत होने दो इसको. Just keep on posting, like showcase people like what exactly you are up to. आप कर क्या रहे हैं? And let's say कुछ भी अगर event होता है, what's your role? आपका क्या role है? How you have contributed? So put up a post. Put up like if you have images or something, make like videos हैं तो make sure to post it on LinkedIn. And yeah, you can work a bit more on your about in your about us section and and can you please scroll down?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so
So he's right now
wait,
working
hold
as a
on.
support
He has
engineer.
already mentioned. Hmm.
Yes, he's an active freelancer also, and I'm whenever I see his profile, I'm wondering, भाई क्यों इतना काम क्यों करना
How do
पड़ता है?
you manage?
हाँ, so
Even
he's
I had this
contributing to us.
consultation call a week back. Matlab, I guess last week I had this consultation call. So that guy, he is like 17-year-old. He's about to complete his studies and all. And the way he was talking and his mindset, I really loved that growth mindset. And like his target was clear. Like he want to enter into the world of this freelancing and everything. He want to be an entrepreneur. So everything was sorted. Like when I think like when I was 17 or 18, I was like कि ठीक है BCom करना है, that's it, इतना ही पता था.
Right,
So
right,
I
right.
am really jealous of this Gen Z, like the resources and everything, and they are so advanced.
नहीं, awesome, awesome. I feel motivated means definitely aligning to
Hmm.
your thoughts कि यार मैं क्या कर रहा था,
Of course.
but at the
हाँ
same
हाँ
time while interacting to these fellow, I feel even more motivated.
exactly,
So
काफी
yeah,
अच्छा लगता है. Like at this stage they are doing so amazing.
मतलब I should say I won't say that we were not blessed, but I guess the awareness about digital world has grown, and that's the reason
Exactly.
all these guys are getting this platform. Awesome. So I
Hmm.
guess they the same. I believe on the headlines and about me section, you have already added featured, so that goes good. Awesome. So we have one more request coming from Vishal. So he's also an engineering folk, and he's a constant supporter for the team Cheers with Gaurav. How about his profile?
It's good. Like the profile picture is good. Headline is also great. If you can reduce a few keywords, like because it's like too much there. But yeah, it is good. I guess it is good for the optimization purpose. People can easily find you. They get to know more about you and your work. So it's good. And in the about us section, of course, you can थोड़ा सा elaborate कर सकते हैं इसको. Like you can tell people more about your, and this featured section, you have utilized it so well.
Yes, I mean, yeah. So even
That's
he was
amazing.
there with us about few days back. So awesome, Vishal. Thank you so much for adding it up. Right. So I believe he is adding a lot. Rest, I guess everything looks good. Endorsements.
Yes.
And do reach out to me, Vishal, for the recommendation. I'll be more than happy to write that part as well. So I just requested a few people. So Shubham Russell has requested. Okay, this is gonna be the promising the last review. So Shubham, how about you, Pragati, reviewing Shubham's profile?
It's good. Like this was the kind of banner I was actually talking about. Yes,
Mhm.
clearly mentioned about everything that he is into. So
The
मतलब
DevOps
बैनर
engineer.
देखने से ही समझ आ रहा है like he is more into this technology, coding and all stuff. So that's great, amazing.
Oh, this pointers about section. How about this?
It's good, but about a section is basically about you, like what you are, matlab, what you do, and like basically you can the same thing. Like you can build up a story, tell people like when you started, how you started, what motivated you, what you are aspiring to be, or let's say your goal or vision. Like where do you see yourself? Like it's not like interview question, where do you see yourself in next 5 years, but it is basically talking about your vision, so that people know
Right.
that you're like you are goal oriented and you are like working on something.
I guess he has utilized a lot about the featured section.
Yes.
Awesome. So I guess rest remains good. Okay, that sounds really good. So people, if you want, do reach out to me or Pragati. I have linked my social media handles and everything in the video description. Do reach out to us for any help in future. If we are not able to review yours, we are sorry. But before we
No, no,
ask
it's
or
okay. Like
everybody,
if anyone wants me to review their profile or something, you can definitely reach out to me personally. We can work on that part.
Awesome. So that was the thing that I was about to ask, but I was afraid that because I know Pragati is quite
No, no,
busy,
that's
and
completely
trust me, people.
fine.
Oh, so nice of you, then Pragati, to review many profile and help others to also grow. And for all the people, before we request my team to jump back on the screen, Pragati, any piece of advice that you want to give to us and to all our viewers? Over to you.
Okay, any piece of
Anything?
advice? Anything is like life is short, इतना टेंशन लेने की ज़रूरत है नहीं as such. And Gen Z is, I believe, so lucky. So utilize as much as resources you can, because this is the best time. Focus on building your personal brand, because it will not just help you in the world of freelancing, but it has a great potential in the coming years. So yeah, focus on that thing. Okay, just a second.
Right. And I guess I have always believed in this part that building your
What about a
own
piece of
brand.
advice from you as well? I would like to hear.
No, piece of advice, ma'am, you are already doing great. The work you are doing and sharing your thoughts becomes the most important part. And that I believe you are doing very, very good. And we are just about to touch that part. Means in technical world, I always see that I always feel love to connect with the technical people. But whilst I started this YouTube, I understood that it's not about growing technical. It's more about developing your inner strength, and that nowhere it's technical part, right? So it's just about the communication from one to another, and that's where I feel that you are doing very great job. And I believe
I'm
people
just
say
learning.
that this becomes more important because for me soft skills for an individual plays a very important role rather than a technical skill. How you interact, how you guide, how you are ready to give back to the community, that's the most important part. And I believe everybody who is here, who is watching us live, or who are going to watch this video later, please feel free to reach out to us for anything. Because for me, during this lockdown, one thing has worked is about interactions with a lot of people. Like even the team, Ananya, Arushi, or Upender, who are just gonna jump on the screen in a few seconds. People are always the same. They are just afraid in sharing their thoughts. But if you think that you are doing great and you can be the same the way you are off screen and on screen, they will feel connected and they will feel motivated. क्योंकि आधी
This
ज्यादा
is the
डेथ वगैरह हो रही
best
है वो
part.
डिप्रेशन की वजह से ही हो रही है, राइट? एवरीबडी इज फीलिंग
Yes,
डिप्रेस्ड. तो बात करो, क्यों नहीं बात कर रहे हो? So I always say that thing, and I guess Pragati, if you have agreed to jump onto our session, I guess many of the viewers who are going to watch, and if you also run a YouTube channel or a community, do reach out to us. We are there to help you, and I guess so you, Pragati, right?
yes, absolutely. I would love to, because I love interacting with people. It helps actually in widening your perspective, because you get to learn a lot of new things. So I really like talking to people. बहुत सारी नई
Right.
बातें पता चलती हैं. You get to know, मतलब एक चीज के कितने सारे पर्सपेक्टिव हो सकते हैं, like the way people think. So आपका भी पर्सपेक्टिव चेंज हो जाता है एक पॉइंट पे में भी, अगर कुछ अलग हो तो.
Right, right. That definitely makes sense. So I'll request my team, Arushi, Ananya, and Upender, to turn on their cam so that we can add you all on the screen back. And if you have few words to say to Pragati, guys, floor is all yours. So Ananya, Arushi, Upendra, Ananya, anything you would love to add?
Yeah, it's a great session.
Arushi, anything you want to say?
I think like this session has been a boon for me and including like many of the viewers who are watching us. It has been quite informative. Thank you so much, ma'am and sir, for giving us this opportunity to be here, like personally
Thank you so
talking
much for
and
you, to you all, for having me. It was great interacting with you.
Thank
thank
I
you.
you, ma'am.
guess. Hey, Upendra, you are also there. We are able to hear you, man.
Yes, sir.
I guess he was facing some issue. Yeah. Okay, so we can hear
There is
you.
some issue with
So
the laptop. Sorry, sir.
for no worries, buddy. We will take that part. No problem. Just one thing before we request Pragati to leave. I'll request Ananya and Arushi, at least you guys are on the screen. So let's raise our cups and say cheers to Pragati. So Upender, if you are
Yeah,
able to turn it
sure.
on, it's fine. Otherwise, we'll assume a virtual cheers from you. Okay. So guys,
Yes.
thank you so much, Pragati. Cheers to
Thank
you, to
you.
all the
Yes.
viewers who are watching.
Cheers,
I
ma'am.
don't have a cup. I have this bottle. If it works.
Cheers तो क्या सबके साथ चल रहा है हम लोग
No
इसीलिए
problem.
cheers करवा
We
रहे
can
हैं
have fruity also, yeah.
हाय हाय that's the fun part. So that shows that you guys are loving. I hope everybody is staying blessed and staying safe. Keep indoor, be with
Yeah.
loved ones, and try to talk to each other as much as you can. So, Pragati, final words from your side, please.
Just a big thanks to all of you.
And I guess if you can just give a loud shout out to my channel, ask our viewers to like.
Definitely, yeah. Whosoever is watching, please like, share, and subscribe to channel. He's doing an amazing job, and keep up the good work, Gaurav. It was great talking to you all.
So for all the viewers, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please go hit like, share, and subscribe to my videos and content and channel and whatever you want to do. I hope I'll see you some soon in the next video, which are lined up. And if you want to be on the podcast and have some fun like Ananya, Arushi, and Upender are having today, please reach out to me on LinkedIn or Twitter or on Instagram. Do follow me. Do follow Pragati, Ananya, Arushi, and just connect with us for sharing your thoughts. And we are there to help you. So, guys, final bye
Exactly.
bye. I'll see you on the another session. Thank you so much,
Bye,
everybody.
guys.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Thank you, sir.